It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Bucs and the Falcons on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, the rear view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Baker going to throw this right away. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. White's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Mayfield looks to throw. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down to the 41. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Palmer going to go in motion left. Throwing. Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Finding Otten once more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down. 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throw left side taken in by Palmer. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw, Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point kickoff. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the
put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now a 2nd and 6. Complete to Drake London. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Cousins. Locates Mooney on the out route. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here is 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Cousins now. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. To throw, Cousins. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Rondale Moore.
Film watching and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
Able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Running out of the gun with White. Muscles him off. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. In motion left goes a tight end. These two teams all tied after 1. 10. They go with White on the counter to the 27-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down.
Estimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 4. In motion right is Evans. On 2nd down and 4. Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's White. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now Cousins. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Cousins. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Falcons had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Play action now. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's got this to the 30 before. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Cousins. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Palmer going in motion right. Here's Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And Otten picks up a first down, and he's hoping to take the next step here in year 3 after setting new career highs in practically every major category a season ago.
And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Trey Palmer, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Cousins. He's got the connection to Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Play fake. Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Looking deep here for Mooney. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A fourth down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. That pass complete to Moore. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Cousins. That's caught by... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games on the docket for this first weekend in the next few days here in October. One being at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. The early start between the Jets and the Vikings. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, just one game this week, the Saints and Chiefs at Arrowhead, set to kick off at 7:15 Central Time. It was a strong first half for the veteran quarterback, Kirk Cousins. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. Cousins now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Cousins. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. 3rd and 2. In motion left, Godwin. Mayfield to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And again, it's Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now we get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Mayfield now. Here's White. They set up the screen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie things at 17 all. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Moore, the man in motion. Starting the drive with Algier. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Algier. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That's complete to the tight end, Werner. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
There's a nice move. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's got Otten on the out route. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Payne Durham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Cousins to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down. Now Cousins. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 34 yards. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Buccaneers offense and running back Rachaad White set to take over again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Opting to run again here with White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the sideline and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. To throw, Cousins. Powering forward, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now Cousins. Over the middle, caught by London. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Throws right back to London, complete again. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. To throw is Cousins. Locates Mooney on the out route. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Here's Cousins. That pass complete to Moore. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Cousins now. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. From the 21, here's second and a couple. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. First and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing, Cousins. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Sends it to the sideline, and Mooney makes the catch. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins from the gun on third. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. That's taken in by Palmer. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Otten. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone if he'd held on. Nearly picked, but instead, it'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's McLeod on the return. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Cousins. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Algier now up the middle. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Palmer going to go in motion left. Mayfield now. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield. That's complete to Otten. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's across midfield, and he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. They defer to White out of the shotgun, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught. This is White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Baker. Over the middle to Evans.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Now Mayfield. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield to throw.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. This one, final minute, as the kick's away here. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Cousins. That's complete to the tight end Werner. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Cousins to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here comes 2nd down. Cousins. Here we go, this to avoid overtime. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is remember.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all